Okay, so here's two more examples that are slightly more difficult. So right here, the part about mathematics also that is difficult is that everything builds from the past. So if you didn't get the beginning parts, it's going to be hard for you to get all the parts that it was built from. So in this case right here, we have to take into account order of operations. So we learned this in the beginning. So we'd say order of operations, we use this acronym PEMDAS. So it means parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So we're going to have to use that in these problems. And in all math, you're never going to not use this PEMDAS or order of operations. This is how computers work, this is how your calculator works. So if you're not inputting it incorrectly, then your calculator or your computer is going to give you a wrong output. So right here, what I have is, so we can go ahead and, well, first we have parentheses. Can we do anything within these parentheses? No, everything is done. So we don't have to worry about parentheses. Is there any exponents? There is exponents, but we can't do anything with them. They're as simple as can be. So right here, we just have to go to our multiplication step. So we're going to multiply first. So I'm going to say 2 times 4, that's going to be 8. And then whenever I'm multiplying exponents, I combine the bases and just add the exponents. So 4 and 8 is going to be 12. And now it's all over 4w raised to the 5th. Okay, so now we can do our division step. So right here, I'm just going to treat the coefficients or the numbers like normal. So I say 4 divided by 8, that's just going to be a 2. I'm going to say 12 minus 5, and that's just going to be 7. So that's it. That difficult problem reduced down to this simple expression right here. Okay, so right here, let's go ahead and do this problem. So this one looks a little more difficult, and it is. So let's start with this. So first, we need to do the parentheses portion. So right here we have the inside of the parentheses. Can we simplify it? On this one there was nothing to simplify, right? We couldn't simplify anything. But on this one we can. We can start on the inside of the parentheses. So what we do is we'll start with the numbers. We'll say 4 divided by, or 4 over 12. They're both divisible by 4. So what I have here is 1/4. That turns into 1/4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 12 divided by 4 is 4. Oh, excuse me, 3. Okay, so then we have division of these exponents. So we're just going to do those like we normally would. So this is going to be 3 minus a minus 2. So 3 minus a minus 2. We're really distributing that negative in, so it's going to be 3 plus 2 is going to be equal to 5. So we're going to say m to the 5th power. And then we have 3 minus 2, so we're going to say that's just 1. We don't need to write this 1 here if it's just a positive 1. And finally we have 5 minus 9. So 5 minus 9 is going to be equal to negative 4. So we have w raised to the negative 4. Alright, so I can actually go ahead and just get rid of that negative now if I would like to. And that's what we'll do. It wouldn't matter if you did the exponent first, but let's go ahead and just get rid of that negative. So what I have here is m to the 5th, positive stays in the top. The p just has a power of positive 1, it stays there. And finally the w to the 4th is going to go down into the denominator with 3. The 3 didn't go anywhere, it stayed right there. Okay, so I still have it all raised to the power of 2. So now what we're going to do, we're going to distribute this 2 into every single base, including the numbers. So it's going to go into every single base. And what do we do with power to a power? We just multiply. So right here I'd have 5 times 2, so I'd say m to the 10th, and then I'd have p squared. 3 squared is just going to be 9, and then I'd have w raised to the 8th power. So this seemingly complex division problem raised to an exponent simplified down into this less complex problem just using the rules of exponents.